Anyways, what do we got?
We got a socially awkward story time, and I believe I dropped the ball this last week, getting the third.
Working hard or hardly working?
Well, it just was a lot going on, and I dropped the ball, so I apologize. But this one will be
Apology accepted.
uploaded on. Thank you,
On
on
behalf of the
Friday.
listeners.
Thanks. And we still did it on the last episode. You just had to listen to the whole episode or skip to this point. But
Well, it's like
anyways,
clips too. Like clips are hard because I didn't have the video. We just, you guys, it's a break, huh?
yeah, dude.
No
Or
one's
just
giving us a hard time though, so
I mean, it's all good.
who gives a shit.
But anyways, we got the fourth socially awkward story time via Reddit, and this is coming from the socially awkward thread, via
Nice.
Hawkwind12345.
Thanks.
All right, so titled "Feeling Humiliated." To keep this as vague as possible, I'm a woman in my early 20s. Good info. I haven't had any friends, and definitely not made any friends for around 2 to 3 years now. This does get to me, but I also have become pretty socially awkward and reluctant to open myself up. However, in the last couple of months, I chat to a gay, I don't know if that's relevant or not, man at the place I work. You know what? Maybe it's relevant, maybe it's not. We'll read on.
We'll see.
He he comes in as I leave, so minimal time to speak. And he seemed to want to start up some kind of friendship, some banter between us, asking what am I gonna be up to in the evenings, things like that. So I decided to add him on Facebook, which might be a small thing for some, but was a big deal for me.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty certain the request was rejected pretty much straight away. This is upsetting for a number of reasons. I obviously can't read social cues at all anymore. I feel like I've made him uncomfortable. He might tell the other women at work, which is embarrassing. I can't imagine anything worse than putting myself out there again. I'm just, in general, feeling very humiliated, especially when I have to face work. Sorry for the long post.
You
Hey,
know
don't
what?
don't apologize, girl.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think, depending on where they work, he might not want, maybe he gets wild on his Facebook, and doesn't want work people to see.
God, dude, what an insightful first thought on your end.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying is because I'm thinking that's where the gay thing comes relevant because maybe you have talked about it and maybe just harmlessly in a conversation you were like, yeah, that's cool, you're gay, but I'm not, and like that's just not really, if you gave any vibe that like you weren't into it, then he might go, well, I got a lot of gay shit. I'm always going to these rallies. I go to clubs. I'm posting that. I got this boyfriend over there. I'm posting. I got rainbow speedos. I'm posting, and she doesn't want to see that. I don't want her now embarrassing me at work,
Right.
saying, "Oh, don't add fucking Ricardo on Facebook because you're just gonna see the rainbow row."
Yeah.
Not that there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with it, but he might not want that.
So you think it
Could be him. I don't know. I'm just saying that's a
what are
possibility.
what are the odds? What are the odds?
Because it's weird to just not add someone on Facebook, especially that you work with, unless you just. And how do you know reject it
Yeah,
right
that's
away?
that's what I was gonna just
Because I
ask.
just got a friend that added me on that apparently I added on Facebook. I don't know when because I don't remember. Um, but let's just say this person I knew in eighth grade, of all places, a week ago. So and so added you or accepted your friend request on Facebook. So maybe they didn't even see it. Maybe they didn't know it was you. If you don't have any mutual friends together, people out like I don't add people unless they have a mutual friend because I don't know if it's like a catfish, especially if it's a chick. As a dude, at least, well, as a straight dude, if I see an attractive chick, and I don't know if she's attractive or not, but if she adds me on Facebook and she's got like 236 friends and none of them are mutual, but she's got her titties out in the picture, I'm not adding her because
Yeah.
she's gonna be sending me weird links and shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you're right in the sense that the gay thing. it could be relevant,
Could be.
and that might be why you decided to put that in your little post here, Hawkwind, because that could be the issue. I mean, he could have a lot of gay shit on his Facebook, and you know, you might think
Maybe
that
he feels
you
humiliated.
might think he's a certain type of a gay guy, but he's a different type of a gay guy because there's different types of gay, you know, and that's fine. There's levels though to the gay game, especially on social media. And um, huh.
Continue.
And I mean, what if he's in the closet too? I mean, there's that. You never know, like if
Well, he's not if she knows.
well, he might be on social media is the problem.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So like, what if he is, you know, trying to present like he's Barney Stinson or something, Neil Patrick
Yeah.
Harris from How I Met Your Mother, but
I feel like
really
there's a lot of factors
he's
into
just Neil
this
Patrick Harris.
as to why he would delete you. Um
Not delete. That's a big
or
difference.
yeah, not delete, just not add
Just
you at all.
eject.
Yeah, because maybe yeah, because you guys work together, so maybe he just doesn't want that
What if you left it in the queue?
that kind of closeness.
What if you left it in the
Um
queue for like letting it just letting the relationship blossom a little bit more? Like, you know, if someone like let's say I connect with someone on Instagram and
mhm.
then they ask for my number right away, like if it's a dude trying to do business or something like that, I'm like, you know what? Let's first
Let's chat on here.
let's just keep it on here. If you want to schedule a lunch or something like that, like you don't need my number to do that to see if
Mhm.
I'm free. So let's communicate via here for right this second. And maybe if he's not adding you right away, that's not necessarily him rejecting. It might just be like, hey, let's just hang out right here being work for right now. I'm
Because
leaving you in the queue.
he could just be banking it up. Yeah, I've done that.
I'm leaving you in the queue, and at some point, there's gonna be one night where I'm feeling different, where I'm feeling like a new man, and I'm gonna accept that friend request. We're gonna
Yeah,
be on a new level
because like I'm
as
trying to
friends.
think if like I, for instance, I know for me, say I were to go work somewhere, not here, for instance, and we were to go work at some really professional kind of business. Not that we're not in one, but it's just a different situation, less close with everybody. So say I go there, no one knows who I am, and I've got to now play this persona like I'm not who I am here. Obviously, my my Facebook is flooded with all this from the podcast clips, me talking shit, me cursing, blah 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 blah, all the time. So
Yeah.
say I'm in a place of work that I can't do that, and someone from work were to add me, that would be a reason I would keep him on the bank. Because like, look, dude, I mean, this is kind of my thing over here with the podcast. Like, I don't want that getting in the way of how you view me at work in a professional setting.
I mean, it sounds like Hawkwind. Since she got done with college or high school, whatever she finished up with, she's been out there hustling, trying to make her way, you know, through this crazy thing we all call life.
Well, it's an adjustment because like high school and college. I mean, obviously, I have no idea with college because I didn't go, but I know for sure with high school and when you're around people all the time, you see just mass amounts of people all the time. It's way easier to make friends. You're getting Facebook friends way more common
Right.
in your early 20s.
If you're working in your early
Like for
20s,
us, like I never had these thoughts ever being socially awkward at work if someone didn't follow me on Instagram or add me on Facebook or whatever because I just assumed it was different because I was like, okay, I'm not going to college. So my social, that same way that I connect with people socially like I did in high school is now done. I'm now in a business setting, so now I've got to adapt into a new way of socializing with people and adapt or interacting with people,
yeah.
which I think she possibly could still be thinking in the mind like it should be like college or high school, just where you have access to so many people that you can just meet whenever.
Well, in a way you
Maybe.
do. In a way you do because the internet, and
Yeah,
it's just a figuring out how to best migrate that for yourself. A
but that's kind of what the problem is here because the internet essentially rejected I'm pretty certain the request was rejected pretty much straight away. Mm,
And it's not a
well, you
small
wouldn't
thing.
know, but
Hawkwind, you don't say that it's a small thing for some because it's really not. Like if someone doesn't want to be your friend, that sucks for anybody. I don't care who
yeah,
you are. If someone's like, "You know what? I don't want to be your friend on social media."
yeah.
That would hurt my feelings.
I could see where she's coming from, especially in the sense to where like why she feels this way in the first place. Because it'd be one thing like so if you were say a straight dude
Yeah.
and she's adding him, like for me, if a girl
That
added
would
me
add
on
a layer.
Facebook, if a girl added me on Facebook at work and we had been talking maybe for like once or twice and mentioned something about grabbing a drink or something like that, I'm thinking, I'm thinking something's being set up. I think lust is in the air. But
Right. Some
um
some inappropriate
yeah,
workplace
yeah, yeah. Well, it's all a
relationship is
preface of that,
yeah.
which is what I think where that layer adds in, which is why I think it's weird as to why it would be rejected. That's why the only thing I could think of, because if it was me, if I had a girl, and we were talking or whatever, and we were talking about getting a drink or whatever or something like that, and she added me on Facebook and I had a girlfriend, then to be like, fuck nah, then I'm not
Maybe he's not really gay.
I'm not doing that. Could be.
Maybe he's actually not really gay.
Maybe he's in a relationship and doesn't want to make bad decisions with Hawkwind.
Hawkwind, honestly,
I wouldn't worry too much about this dude, honestly, because
I would just give it a little bit of time, A, and number two,
give it a little bit of time.
keep on keeping on and just keep meeting
Just being cool. Just
new
be
people. I
cool.
mean, it sounds like you're doing all the right things. You
Yeah,
seem
be cool
pretty
like Fonzie. That's it.
be Fonzie. What is Fonzie?
Cool.
That's right. Be like the Fonz. Be cool like the Fonz.
Hey, hey, hey. Chill. I told you to be. How'd I tell you to be?
Like the Fonz.
That's right.
Tell that bitch to chill.
I forget. What was her name again?
I don't know, but she was in So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah, she was. Why is she always playing that role?
Psycho.
That's everyone's
crazy,
homework, dude.
screaming
That's
lady.
everyone's homework is to go home tonight and watch So I Married an Axe Murder. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a fucking weird one.
Talking
But
like
am I not?
you were burying
Dude,
it in your hand.
I am closer to the mic than you'll ever be.
I doubt it,
Anyways,
dude. Yeah, So I Married an
Hawkwind.
Axe Murderer is what you need to go watch. What were you saying just now?
Hawkwind.
Hawkwind. Great name, by the way, Hawkwind.
Great name, and then also thank you as fuck for being
Putting so much detail in.
yeah, and being descriptive. Don't apologize for the long post because at least for what we're doing with this, I don't know what other people do with this with these threads. I don't know if they chat back to you or if they give you comments or leave you like insightful little
And
tips
I don't
or
know
whatnot.
if you knew we were gonna do this or not. It seemed a little bit like you were hoping that we were gonna break it down
well, we are, and
when they were writing. It didn't seem like that. A little
yeah,
bit?
well, because last time we had to specify. We didn't know if it was a woman or a man.
Like
Or the
Hawkwind.
age, which is super helpful. Like early 20s though could mean anything because like to me, I feel like I'm in early 20s, but like some people will say early 20s is like 25, 26. And it's like, well, do they consider that early 20s?
No, I don't know
What
anybody
do
that
they
considers 26.
Okay,
early
so what do
20.
people consider early 20s? Obviously 20.
I would say
20 to what?
24. I would say 24 is the cutoff for mid or for early 20s.
Fair. Okay.
And then I would say mid 20s until 27, and then late 20s after.
Okay.
Same thing. Every
30s, 40s,
oh,
50s, 60s,
same
70s,
the
80s,
same little
90s.
number is what changes it from early to mid to late.
I don't know if I told this on the podcast or not, but did you ever do this as a kid where people would say their like kids would on the playground would always be like, "My dad's this age, my dad's that age," as if like that made him stronger.
No,
they'd be like, my dad's 50. He's stronger than your dad. I'm like, yeah, well, my dad's 51.
Huh.
So he's stronger. And then they would be like, yeah, well, my dad's 60. And then there'd be some kid like running over, my dad's 100. Yeah,
Did he really have a 100-year-old dad?
no, we were just, they'd one up each other. Like his kids would be like, well, my dad's stronger than yours because he's 50.
So you guys were just trying to show off who could count?
Essentially.
Weird. Yeah,
I
we were busy
mean,
playing Foursquare. We were doing
dude,
cool
was
shit.
I not
We were
in-
playing Bump Out.
I don't know if I was in the.
I wasn't playing fucking.
Well, that wasn't a game, really. I mean, it was just.
I
it was
wasn't
just
playing my
bullshit on
dad's
the-
older than your dad
It was
ever.
just. It was just bullshit on the playground. And then you look back at it now, and you're like, "The fuck, dude! Like, 100-year-old dad. That didn't make him strong, dude. If he was 100,
Yeah.
he's just 100, dude. He's old."
That was never a thought that went through my mind at that age.
Your grade was definitely smarter, I feel like, than mine because mine.
Spuds.
Hmm?
You're out.
See, we didn't have all those fun rules on our Foursquare thing. We had the king, the queen, the jack, the sparrow, not the sparrow, but whatever the fuck
Sparrow.
the squirt or whatever. What do you what's it called when you jump in? What are you the pawn? What's it called? The first square when you get into Foursquare.
Foursquare.
One square,
yeah,
one of four.
King, queen.
And the guy diagonal, that was my shit. Because I would just bop anyone on the side to me.
Dude, I was a good king, I thought.
I was a good Foursquare player.
I was a good king. I ruled, I thought, pretty majestically. For the most part, I tried to protect the queen. And, I rarely got out.
Tell you what, dude, that was the Foursquare line was the original waiting in line at the club. It's your chance to kind of like mac a little bit, kind of talk, see what's going on in the game.
You're just playing Foursquare
Making
and saying,
some
what's up,
new
girl?
friends.
Hey, girl, you want to be my queen? I'll protect you.
We'll queen up.
I got some black magic.
And then they get in for the first time, and then like they go to like hit with their hands, and it ends up going under them and hitting their knees. And like, oh, I'm out. Oh, and you're like,
Bitch,
there goes her.
Like, God.
We just set this up 2 minutes ago in fucking line.
Like I've been working
And then
here.
now you
I
got
just
the-
got out Collins to
Yeah, now
get
you get
your
the-
ass up here, my best friend, and now you're out.
And then I'd get my boy Alejandro jumping in, dude.
mental error, dude. Yeah.
I had a buddy named Alejandro that would just jump in there and
What was
just
that other one,
powerhouse.
dude? Tetherball.
Ooh, tetherball is my thing. I played a lot
Those-
of basketball actually.
I played the games where there was a lot of gray area with the rules. You know, like what is the rules of tetherball? And are we playing with the real rules or are we playing with made up rules? I feel like there's a lot of different ways to play tetherball. That's where you got the big stick with the ball and the string, and you just send it around and all the way
It
around.
was dangerous.
Ding. That's when it touches and tether.
Yeah, I remember tetherball. I'd play
You get racked in
basketball
the
a
nuts
lot.
with one of those.
Yeah,
things,
dude, I know,
and
dude.
that-
You would get smacked across the face with it.
I didn't mind that as much because it was a real. I don't know
Made
what
me good
the
at
ball was
boxing, bro.
made out of.
Dude, hell, it was made out of. It had rocks in there.
What?
Yeah, sand.
Dude, we went to the same school. What are you talking about?
Open one of those up, dude, and see. Rocks, sand,
None of the above.
brass knuckles. They had all that shit.
God.
It's like a wonder ball for fucking weapons. That's what a tether ball is.
Speaking of TBT, dude, I could eat a Wonder Ball right now.
Could eat a wonder ball as well. Gosh, dude, looking back, fun times on the playground.
Foursquare.
You guys didn't play much basketball?
No, I did. I just played a lot of 21, played a lot of bump out.
You didn't play real basketball. Like you didn't just pick. You didn't do pickup games.
I mean, we would, but it was like we had.
That's all we did. Well,
There was just only so many. And are you talking elementary or middle school?
more elementary because in middle school I didn't really do shit.
Elementary school, we
It's kind of when I started falling off.
no,
as a
there was only like
human.
six of us that really played, and so we would just
Probably me too. A lot of kids would play like soccer or football way out, and that remember that huge field.
no. Was a stickball guy though.
Stickball is on the other side of the stickball.
I played basketball though. I played scrimmages like that in middle school up until Jose fucking sucker punched me from behind. I beat the shit out of him and never played again.
Yeah, well, I used to play basketball in 6th grade actually with my buddy Jazzwant. I had a friend named Jazzwant.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
it's weird that you played basketball with a guy named Jazwan. It's a little weird.
Jaswant.
Jazz what?
Jaswant.
Jazwant?
Jaswant.
And see, yeah. I mean, your name is Zach.
Yeah.
Might as well be Dylan. And what was your friend's name?
Jaswant.
Yeah, dude. On that note, I got a number
It's been
one.
a good show.
No,
Happy Memorial Day.
It's been a good show, but
I'm
we're not.
Jay. I'm Z.
Whoa.
We've heard it before.
Hey, I'm just got a number one. We're not quitting the podcast.
Chia hove.
God.
I'm out.